You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I hope some of your kids are learning that song. There are more verses, but I just sing the first one. So I hope you learn that song. It's a nice song, and it touches my heart every time I sing it to my grandkids. Okay, today's story is about Papa Charlie. That's me, the storyteller. But this is when I was 2 years old. That's 85 years ago. I just had a birthday. 85 years ago this takes place. And I got this story from my mother, who told me as a little boy what happened to me. And I never forgot the details because I knew the neighborhood very well. Okay, it's in the summer of 1935, and just about before noon, my mother had just changed my diaper. Oh, I love dry diapers. When I had a dry diaper, I liked to play and run. Wet diapers, I didn't want to do it too much. So anyway, I had an idea that morning, actually almost noon. My sister was 6 years old, and my brother Willie was 4. They were coloring, and my mother was in the bathroom. I knew she'd be there for a while, so I had a plan. I walked quietly to the back of the kitchen, down 3 steps to this back screen door, pushed open the door quietly, and I was free outside the house and no one around. So I ran out to the driveway, and then I ran down the driveway as fast as I could. And then I'll show you what I did at that time. This is the house where I lived, and the back was a screen door. I came out of that summer, I ran down this driveway, clear up here, and there's a sidewalk here. Instead of going this way, I went that way toward Chestnut Boulevard, and I felt good. I loved to run, so I ran on the sidewalk, down past the Vances, past the McCluskeys, past the Mercers, and then I noticed my feet didn't feel very good on the concrete, so I started running on the grass on the front yards of these people's homes. And if my mother came out to check on me, that's why she wouldn't see me, because I wouldn't be on the sidewalk. I'd be on their lawns, and she couldn't look down and see all the lawns because the trees blocking them and so forth. But I wasn't trying to hide my mother. I just wanted to get out and be free. I loved to run. Oh, how I loved to run. And I ran. I probably ran 6 or 7 houses on their front yards, and then I got a little tired and I started walking. And that time I finished off the chunk of bread. I picked the chunk of bread up on the kitchen table, and I couldn't eat it while I was running, so I ate it while I was walking along. And here you can see a picture of me eating that as I walk along. See that? I'm eating that bread, walking with my diaper, and I kept walking and walking. I was almost near the end of the block now. I'd gone about 8 houses south of my home, and all of a sudden I saw an older lady on the driveway, and her name was Mrs. Grice. I knew the family well later on. But this morning I walked up to Mrs. Grice, and she says, "Hi, how are you? What's your name?" And I told her. She said, "Where do you live?" I said, "Up that way." And she said, "Oh." She said, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Yes." So she took me into the kitchen, sat me down by the table, and pretty soon there was a bowl of cereal and with milk. And I ate that. She said, "Would you like some toast?" I said, "Yeah, I like toast." So she made a couple pieces of toast and butter and jelly, I was a pretty big boy already for 2 years old. And I finished that all up, and then she asked me about how I was doing. I said, oh, fine. And she asked me about my family a little bit. I told her I had an older brother and an older sister. And then she said, would you like some dessert? And I said, yeah. How about ice cream? She said, oh, I've got some. So she got some ice cream out for me, and I started eating it and eating it. Meanwhile, my mother had told my older sister and brother I was missing, so she said, Ruthie, you take care of Willie, and I'm going to go find Chucky. So she went next door, Mrs. Lohr, Mrs. Faust, across the street, Mrs. Grenner, and Mrs. Braden, and nobody had seen me, so she came back on our side of the street, and she went house to house. Mrs. Vance didn't see me, nobody saw me, and so she was probably gone a half an hour looking before she finally came up. And while I was eating my ice cream, I was talking to Mrs. Grice. There was a knock at the front door. She says, well, just a minute, there's somebody at the front door. So I kept eating the ice cream. And then I heard her talking to a lady. It was my mother. My mother was asking about me. And Mrs. Grice says, she said, my mother said, have you seen this young man? And she says, yes. And she says, and I'm worried about him because he's probably hungry and thirsty. And Mrs. Grice said, I don't think so, but come on in. So my mother quickly followed her to the kitchen, and guess what? When they got to the kitchen, my mother didn't expect to see what she saw. Here's what she saw. She saw me eating ice cream. And I said, hi, Mom. Now my mother was very angry with me. She had been out running around, knocking on doors for over half an hour, worried about me, very anxious for my safety. And I said, hi, Mom. She saw me eating, and her heart melted, and she came over, and she kissed me and hugged me. And we talked a little while longer, and Mrs. Grice liked me, and she liked my mom, and years later I've been to visit them many times, but finally she said, well, we have to go now. So we thanked Mrs. Grice for all her kindness, and I thanked her, and my mom thanked her, and my mother was so thankful that I was safe and sound and in good hands. The Lord was watching over me, I guess, all the time. He's got a special angel watching over me. Anyway, we walked out the door, and Mom and I held hands. We walked home, and she said to me, Chucky, I don't want you ever to do this again. Do you promise? And I said, yeah, Mother, I promise. But you know what? My mother was probably full of concern, like most mothers and fathers are, because their little children are small. They have to learn many lessons. And she was probably wondering when the next incident or occasion would be with me. And the next time probably came sooner for her than she planned on, because I was an active little boy and very curious about many things. I was adventuresome. I liked to go see what's around the next block or over the next mountain. I always wanted to see things and learn more and more. I was interested in everything. So my mother hugged me and said, oh, honey, I hope you stay in the house now. You won't do that again. I says, Mother, I won't. And I didn't do that again, that I can recall, but I did cause other problems that you'll hear about in my other stories, okay? I've told a lot of stories, and I hope you like this one. Look at my other videos too. I've got other videos on the my channel, Papa Charlie the Storyteller. And remember, tell your friends about me if you liked these stories. Give me a like, and I'm going to keep on telling them. And I think that you'll enjoy them very much. So I hope you enjoyed today's story. Remember, listen to your mom. Don't sneak out of the house like I did when she's not there. She's trusting you not to run outside. And I don't, mothers and dads don't like to have to lock the doors all the time. They hope their kids will be respectful and honor their words. And that's what the scripture says. Honor your mother and father. But I was just 2 years old, and 2-year-olds, they don't think very much about that kind of stuff. They just want to eat, run, play, and have fun, right? And sometimes little 2 or 3-year-olds even like to sing. And I think some of you out there, older than that, you could learn to sing, You Are My Sunshine. How many are going to try to learn that song? Put your hand up. Okay, you like my stories? Thank you. And remember now, tell your friends about Papa Charlie the Storyteller. Until next time, goodbye.